Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we've got some really interesting source material. It's all focused on one thing, the professional interview narrative.
Right, specifically from a candidate named Priya Sharma, who's up for an executive marketing role.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And our mission here, well, it's pretty clear we're not just, reading her resume. We want to analyze the structure, the blueprint, really, of what makes her professional summary so compelling.
Yeah, how does she connect the dots?
We need to pull out those key nuggets, education, experience, actual impact, her drive, and see how they form one cohesive story.
And that coherence, that's absolutely crucial. When you're looking at professional IFA like this, you're searching for maybe three things.
Okay.
The foundation, where do they learn their stuff? Then proven impact, what have they actually done? And finally, their, intrinsic motivation.
Their why.
Exactly. If one of those is shaky, the whole thing kind of wobbles, doesn't it?
It does.
And this material, it seems to set up a strong baseline right away.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that baseline. She kicks off with the academics, master's in business administration.
An MBA.
Right, an MBA, but specifically specialized in marketing from Delhi University. That's not just any degree.
Well, it's kind of the entry ticket at this level, you could argue. But the
Yeah.
specialization, marketing, that confirms the theoretical grounding is spot on.
It's relevant ground.
Deeply relevant. Think of the MBA not just as a qualification, but as the sort of intellectual infrastructure.
Okay, infrastructure, and I like that.
It lets her move beyond just doing tasks to understanding the strategic why behind them. That specialization suggests, serious training and analysis, research methods, skills you use day one.
And you see that link, right? From the theory to the practice, he moves straight into her actual job experience.
3 years of there.
3 years as a marketing executive at XYZ PVT Ltd.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, it's what she did there that stands out, the versatility. She wasn't just stuck in one corner.
No, and that's huge. If we look at the bigger picture, the scope of what she managed is, I think, the real differentiator here.
She lists 3 core areas, right?
Yeah, and they're quite different. Managing digital campaigns,
Okay, the tactical stuff,
then handling client relations,
people skills, strategy.
and overseeing market research projects, data analysis. It's not just breadth. It points to handling operational complexity.
That really is the modern marketing trinity, isn't it?
Right.
Especially for an executive.
Absolutely.
Digital for the immediate tactics, the platforms, client relations for the high-level strategy, keeping people happy long-term,
Mention, yeah.
and market research.
All right.
Well, that's the engine room, right? Looking ahead, feeding the other two with insights.
You nailed it. Think about it. Someone who only does digital might struggle to argue for budget based on client needs.
True.
And a great relationship manager might get lost trying to make sense of raw consumer data.
Right.
Priya Sharma's profile suggests she can talk data with the research folks, strategy with the C-suite, and creative execution with the digital team. That holistic view shows versatility.
Which is critical.
Absolutely essential for the kind of cross-functional juggling act these executive roles demand today.
So she proves she can navigate that whole marketing ecosystem. She can step into almost any part of it and translate what's happening into actual strategy.
Yeah, it's the difference between someone who just uses the tools.
And someone who designs the system.
Precisely. An architect versus a builder, maybe.
Okay, so that sets the stage. Now, here's where, for me, it gets really interesting. And this, for you listening, this is maybe the crucial nugget if you're crafting your own story.
Sure.
Knowing your duties is one thing. Listing them as baseline. But
Yeah.
the next step she takes, she transitions from duties to a specific, measurable achievement.
Ah, the proof point. This is where the candidate stops just telling you they're good.
And starts showing you.
Yes. With results you can actually verify. She shared, and I'm quoting loosely here, that she was part of a team that successfully increased online engagement by 35% in 1 year.
35%. That number just, it lands, doesn't it?
It really does.
It gives real weight, real context to those 3 years of work she just described. It's not vague, like, oh, I improved campaign performance.
No, the specificity is definitely powerful. But hang on, let's maybe tap the brakes just a tiny bit.
Okay.
What's also fascinating is the metrics she chose. Online engagement.
Right.
Why not say revenue generated or lead conversion? An interviewer might push back on that,
That's a really good point. It highlights the strategic choice she made in her narrative.
How so?
Well, by quantifying online engagement, she's directly validating one of her core duties, digital campaign management.
Ah, connects back.
Exactly. It shows she has mastery over the technical, tactical side. Plus, notice the time frame. In 1 year.
Yeah, that's important too.
It defines the scope. It wasn't just a one-week blip. It suggests something sustainable.
And we also have to talk about the part of a team phrase.
The qualifier. Some might see that as, like, watering down her own contribution.
Potentially. But I think in this context, it actually works in her favor. It reinforces that she achieves results collaboratively.
Right, not just a lone wolf.
Exactly. She
Right.
delivered significant results with others, stressing maturity, teamwork skills, things you absolutely need to manage big departments. It shows scalability.
It really does speak volumes.
Yeah.
So the takeaway for you listening, if you're building your story, you have to translate effort into verifiable results. That 35% isn't just about competence.
It's about risk reduction for the employer.
Yes, it's a value metric, not just a vanity metric.
Oh, good distinction. A vanity metric might be, I managed 50 ad campaigns. Okay, so what?
Right.
A value metric is, those campaigns led to a 35% jump in engagement. That shows ROI. It proves the MBA, the 3 years of experience. It all actually led somewhere tangible.
Okay, that alignment is key.
Yeah.
Experience linked to a clear metric. Now let's move to the final piece of this blueprint, the self-assessment part.
Strengths and motivation.
Yeah, and these can be, let's be honest, really hard to talk about effectively. It's so easy to fall into cliche.
Oh, definitely. Candidates often just list buzzwords they think you want to hear. Let's look at her list again, sort of critically.
Okay.
She mentions 4 things. Strong communication skills.
Oh, the classic,
Adaptability, the ability to work independently and in a team,
which connects back again.
and being detail-oriented, especially in planning and execution.
All right, so strong communication skills. Is that the weakest link? It feels generic. Everyone claims that.
It is boilerplate on its own, yes. But here's where we need to connect it back to the rest of her story, back to the source material.
How does it connect?
Remember her duties. One of the 3 main ones was client relations.
Right.
If she successfully managed client relationships for 3 years, that's pretty solid proof of strong communication, isn't it? Negotiation, presenting ideas, handling tricky conversations.
Yeah, okay. So the experience validates the stated strength. She built in her own proof.
Exactly. And the teamwork strength, validated by that 35% collaborative win.
Got it. And detail-oriented planning.
Well, you can't run complex digital campaigns like she did without sweating the details. One wrong setting, and poof.
True. It links directly to successful execution in that digital sphere.
So what I find fascinating is the mix. You've got these soft skills, communication, adaptability, which are vital for growth and navigating change. And then you have the hard, essential execution skill, that detail-oriented planning. It suggests someone who can think big picture,
Strategize.
but also zoom right in and make sure the implementation is flawless. She doesn't just delegate and hope. She understands the nuts and bolts.
You can operate at 30,000 feet in ground level.
Okay.
Now, the final piece, motivation. What drives her? Because this really ties the whole narrative together, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It signals where she wants to go next. Her motivation, as presented, is sort of twofold.
Okay.
First, she seeks challenges that allow her to learn and grow, personal development.
Standard enough. What's the second part?
Second, she wants opportunities to contribute to the organization's success through innovative strategies.
Ah, okay. I like that second part. It's not just about her growth.
Exactly. It's tied directly to creating value for the company. She wants to grow by making the organization better, specifically through innovation.
Which is what employers want to hear, of course.
Of course. But then the really crucial question becomes, how do those strengths we just discussed, communication, detail focus, adaptability, how do they actually support this motivation for growth and innovation?
Let's connect them. Adaptability.
Yeah.
Well, that's essential for any kind of innovation, right? So you have to be willing to pivot.
Non-negotiable. And detail orientation.
That ensures the brilliant, innovative strategy doesn't crash and burn because someone missed a step in the execution.
Precisely. It's like a complete self-reinforcing loop she's built.
Yeah.
She's made a really comprehensive, cohesive case. It balances her past performance, the experience, the results, with her future potential, driven by those strengths and motivations.
Wow. Okay, so that really brings us through the whole narrative structure. We started with the foundation that specialized MBA, setting the stage.
The intellectual rigor.
Then moved through the broad yet specific experienced digital clients, research showing that versatility.
The 3 pillars.
Anchored it with that hard number, that 35% engagement increase. the proof,
The quantifiable achievement.
and then close the loop with the underlying traits, strengths, and motivation that perfectly align with what the organization likely values: innovation and success.
So the final takeaway for you, the listener, might be this. A really powerful professional story is constructed, almost like building a house.
Okay.
The education is the foundation, solid ground. The versatile experience is the structure, the walls and rooms, the measurable achievement. That's the proof of quality construction, the inspection report.
And the strengths and motivation.
That's the overall design integrity, showing it's built to last and serve its purpose. Every single piece has to connect and reinforce the others.
It really is a masterclass in professional storytelling when done well. Okay, so a final thought for you to maybe chew on after this deep dive, something building on this material.
Okay, let's hear it.
Given that Priya Sharma explicitly states her motivation is learning and contributing through innovative strategies, which of her three main responsibilities do you think offers the richest ground for that?
Interesting question. Digital campaigns, client relations, or market research?
Exactly. Where does that kind of valued innovation truly blossom? Is it driven more by analyzing the data from research, or maybe responding to client needs? Or perhaps it's in the creative execution of digital campaigns themselves?
Something to definitely think about. Where's the real engine of innovation in her stated experience?
Yeah, something for you to mull over. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.